Alright guys, what do we got today? So we have more blue reveals, and looks like we're getting the second part of the blue stuff, which is going to be Hirudegarn. Alright, so let's see what this stuff is. So, Hirudegarn, first of all, art, I like this art though better. I think it's just better texturally. It's pretty cool. So, Hirudegarn, when this card attacks, add up to one card from your life to your hand. Look up the top 5 cards from the top of your deck, add one card among them to your hand, and shuffle. If you added a card to your hand, choose one card and discard it. Okay. I wonder if there's going to be any form of card you can discard to have some effectiveness. You are a blue deck, so this is kind of a... it kind of gives me almost Cell Surge vibes, except for the fact that you don't have to attack with Cell Surge. This one, you add a card, so you actually have the ability to awaken, search top 5, add one card, which is super good, and then you discard a card. So that's a pretty sweet effect. So when you're left at 4 or less, or you have one blue, oh okay, so that's your awaken effect. You basically pitch Tapions in Monotia. What is it? Matia? I don't know his brother's name. Whatever. The little Tapion. When you have 2 of those in the drop, so 1 blue of each. Now for Tapion, it's multicolor as well, so you can have a blue-green in the drop, which there's a really good blue Tapion, blue-green Tapion that you can play in this deck. You may draw one, switch one energy to active mode, and then add cards to your left. You have 5 left. And awaken. And then the awaken side is Hirudegarn, the Calamity Revived. So it's auto. When you attack, draw a card. Okay. Once per turn, when one of your blue battle cards activates an evolve skill from your hand, draw one. Okay. That's very... That is very just... very open. Because there's a lot of... we're going to look through at the end of the video. But there's like 3 different blue chains that could actually play this. Now, it's not X-Evolve. So that's the evolve skill, but you still get to draw a card. Okay. Activate battle. Place 2 cards from under one of your blue or green battle cards in their owner's drop area. Choose one of your cards and it gets 5k for the battle. It's cool. These cards that have this effect where they gain extra 5k, it's really for situational stuff. It's really for, you know, if I need to combo out of an attack, like a game-winning or losing attack, you have an extra 5k combo. That's really the only reason why you would use these type of skills. It's just weird. I've always felt weird about these type of skills. Alright, so we'll go on to the first one. We have Hui, Bringer of Calamity. He's a 2-drop unison. Will auto once per turn if your leader is a blue demon, Phantom Demon. And it's your turn. When you play a blue battle card from your drop area, add a marker to this card. We're going to check if the Tapion from Draft Box, I think it triggers at the end of your turn. So if it does, triggers at the end of the turn, this card will trigger. Activate main, draw one, choose one card in your hand and discard it. Okay, so just cycling. Activate main for -3, add up to 1 mono blue phantom card with an energy cost of 7 from your drop area, add it to your hand. That's pretty good too. That allows you to access, obviously, the Hirudegarn cards from the drop. Tapion, Hero of the Calamity. This is going to be a really cool card in full art. This card is played, start at the top 5 of your deck, add up to 1 blue hero or phantom with an energy cost of 3 or less, or 1 blue unison with a specific cost of 2. That's cool. That you can add every Tapion card in the archetype. Or from just past archetypes too. So from the old archetype, you can add almost every single Tapion card. Oh, so we got another SR here. So Tapion Calamity Challenger, 4-drop, double strike, X-Evolve. So wait, this card doesn't trigger. No, this card should. Maybe it's just any evolve skill. So maybe it's just any evolve skill. If it's the case where it's just any evolve skill, so it's X-Evolve or Evolve, that's pretty good. We'll go back. Alright. 20k double strike, X-Evolve for 2 energy on top of a blue Tapion with energy cost 2 or less. Okay. Auto when this card's played, draw a card. That's pretty cool. Activate mains, limit 1 spirit boost, blue unison with a 15k power or more. You have 3 or more energy, plays a card from your hand. Ooh. Just a 1-drop double strike draws you a card. This card is, it's not broken, but it's a really good card. Yeah, this is Blue New Ruler, in a sense. Obviously, New Ruler goes away at the end of the turn, and it's free, which you may think is better, but for that deck, they don't play any cards using energy, so it's fine. With blue, because you have the ability to reset energy with Senzu Bean and other cards, 1 energy doesn't really matter. But you play it for 1, you Spirit Boost 1, and then you play this card. Now this card actually will work much better with the 3-drop Tapion Unison we saw from yesterday. When a marker's removed, you bottom deck a card higher energy cost than your opponent's. Bottom deck? It may be bottom deck. We'll check. Yeah, so you draw. It's a 1-drop 20k that draws you a card. That's really good. Little Tapion. Blocker. Leader is a blue Phantom Demon card, and you determine this card is placed in drop area from your hand by one of your blue card skill. Place the card from your drop area. Oh, okay. So this card allows you to cycle. So you can pitch this card off of your leader ability. And I just kicked my setup. So when you pitch this card off of your leader ability, you have the ability to play it back out. So it's pretty cool. This allows you to cycle. I wish there was another one that did that. That'd be cool. Hirudegarn Calamity Complete. X Evolve. Yeah, so it's definitely, because this is an X Evolve skill, so it's just any evolve skill to draw off of. 3 more. Hirudegarn card energy with energy cost of 5. Your leader is a blue Phantom card. When this card is played, draw a card. Choose one of your opponent's battle cards, place at the bottom of its owner's deck. At the end of the turn, switch this card and up to one of your energy to active mode. So when you play it, it's a draw 1, restand 1, bottom deck a card. It's good. It's no defense at all, but I think there's going to be a lot more open playing in the next set, because I think they're going to ban a ton of these counter plays. So stuff like this is going to be able to hit the board. Activate main if you have 4 more energy and you send 2 hero cards from your drop area to the warp. This card gets triple strike for the turn. Yeesh. That's I wish this was an activate battle though. So that's kind of bad. Oh cool, so now we have the field spell. Alright, so the music box, activate main once per turn, add up the 1 card from your life to your hand, look up top 3 from the top of your deck for a unison with a specific cost of 3. So you add the Tapion. Shuffle your deck. If you added a card to your hand, choose 1 card in your hand, place at the bottom of your deck. So it's just a draw 1, essentially. It also allows you to awaken. Actually, because you play this card as soon as you play this card out when your leader comes into play. So on your first turn, you're drawing a card and taking a life. That's really good. Yeah, that's actually really good. Activate main for 2 blue if your opponent has 2 or more energy and you place this card in its owner's drop area. Choose 1 Tapion the hero revived in your hand. Play it with 2 markers on in rest mode. Okay. So this allows you to play out the unison early, I'm trying to think why you would play this card out. So you would probably play this out as a you would activate this main whenever you're trying to go for game. You can play it out and then you can use your your plus minus 0 to give your leader 10k. So then you can swing in with your 40k double strike leader. That's pretty cool. Yeah. Okay, alright, so we saw the new, so we've seen both blue leaders now. This is cool. So, alright, so we're gonna go look at the, we're gonna go and look at some stuff here. We're gonna look at Hirudegarn and Tapion cards. So we want to see what is currently available for Tapion and for Hirudegarn. So for Tapion, okay. So yeah, so this card's broken. Oh man, you guys better get this card. So the bottom effect you're not going to use. You're not going to put out the sealed music box. But if your leader's green or a blue Hirudegarn, or a Phantom Demon, so you can play this in the, obviously you're going to play this in this deck here. You can play this card, draw 1. You play it out from your drop area. and then this will trigger this. So this will give your units a marker. So on turn 2, this is technically gonna have 3 markers because you're gonna use this effect, and then this card, boop, this card evolves off of this card. So that's pretty cool. I mean, that's a total of 3 energy to play out a 4-drop. It's much easier just to do this. But this effect here, so these 2 effects are for 2 different type of decks. This is for the Hirudegarn engine, right here, the X Evolve. The X Evolve is for the Hirudegarn engine. 1, it's because it gives this markers. 2, you draw off of it off of your leader. So essentially this is a 2-drop draw. This is basically a Saiyan Instincts that swings for 20k double strike. Okay. Technically, if you want to get real technical with it, this whole combo, you play this for 1, draw a card, play this card. Next turn, you play this for 2, or whenever you play it, but you play this for 2, draw off your leader ability, draw off this card, and you just drew 3 cards for 3 energy. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. And then the bottom effect, the Spirit Boost effect, this is for just normal blue decks. Any blue deck is going to be using this bottom effect. This card is going to be sought after in this set, for sure, for sure. People are going to want this card. This is a really good blue card. Just a naturally good blue card, especially with all the Spirit Boost stuff that's going to be popping off in these next maybe probably 2-3 sets. This is going to be nuts. This is a very good card. And it doesn't have unique. Like, I know you can limit this once per turn, but you can play this once per turn. And that's really freaking good. Alright, so Tapion cards we saw. Let's do Hirudegarn. So we have the 9-drop. Obviously this card's gonna be played in the deck. Yeah. People are gonna probably play this card in the deck. And then I don't know if they're gonna play the chain though. That's the thing. The sealed music box is this guy. This will probably be played in the deck. I mean, this is for sure a blue-green deck. Like, you're gonna play blue-green probably. So yeah. This card's cool. Obviously it's leader locked to the 2 Phantom Demon leaders, but being able to play this card out is just really good. You play it off of your leader ability, and that makes it so that you get to play out a free blocker. And then if it dies, I mean, it goes back to the drop area, and then you have it to fill up for your Awaken effect. So now there's a, see, now it says blue Tapion, right? Blue Tapion. So you can only really play I mean, you could use these, but I don't know why you would. You probably just would play 4 of this guy, because this guy is just absolutely nuts. You play him. You can charge either blue or green turn 1, and then just tap this, draw a card, and then at the end of the turn play it. Now you have a 15k blocker on board. Yeah, so this card's gonna go up in price. We'll have to look at it after the video, but I think this stuff's very good. I think the leader's interesting. The leader's interesting for sure. Oh yeah, the Janempa stuff. Let's look at the Janempa stuff, because that's a really cool idea. So you can play. How many of these actually have Evolve though? Just the 6-drop. 4-drop? None of these have Evolve? No. Just this guy. Yeah. It's not good. Yeah. But yeah, this is a cool archetype. I really like this card. This we'll have to see. I mean, this card will be playable if Charismatic Villain and God Sealing get hit. If those cards don't get hit, this card is just a waste of a print, because it doesn't have any defense at all. No one's gonna play this out for 2 energy. You're out of your mind if something plays out for 2 energy with no defense. So, and then this card actually makes Trunks very interesting, because now you have the ability to, because you play this when as soon as you flip. Oh my gosh. I don't want to look at these comments. I want to look at the next card. I don't want to look at random people's faces. Where let me go to the other. Probably my fault there. Here we go. So when you play this guy, you get to add the music box. So you activate music box, and now you have a music box field on board. And now on your turn 1, if you go turn 0, you still have the ability to awaken and draw a card, which is super good. Now obviously it only searches out the blue unisons, but you can run, you probably would run 4 Tapion, and then maybe a blue baby, the 3-drop baby. You can run those 2. That way you're hitting a card off of this every turn. Because at the worst comes to worst, it's just a charge for the next turn, but at least allows you to self-awaken and then draw a card. Yeah, you're bottom decking a card, but you can always bottom deck a card in your hand that you just don't need, or if you grab the same card, you just bottom deck it. Yeah, this is cool. I'm excited to see what else we get. So far, I mean, the Hirudegarn engine doesn't have. I mean, like, this card itself is not enough to make me like go crazy about this leader, because the leader doesn't really do anything else. That's the bad thing. It's that this leader it's basically a blue version of the Gogeta leader, which is the one that every time your opponent activates Evolve or Fusion or whatever, you draw a card. All this card is just a blue version of that. So we'll see. We'll check out the rest of the stuff tomorrow.